for the same lecture.
Then how can the police catch you now?
The people, before the man call me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now we're in around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be, I'll call you back
So
again.
that time you go to work?
I go to work.
It's different working place, you come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now.
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
When I call you in the net now.
when a man come in there,
Yeah.
he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
The message you want to give you what?
tea. Have tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg inside.
You add into my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah, when I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friends called me.
And the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In a G. Then they are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG, photo G.
Photo Jeep.
Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
Air condition all inside.
no, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole turn now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that can come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, can I say when I move from here, I'll free? Can I say when I move from here, I'll free? You said one talk again. I wanted to mean a whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, not looking, hi, you looking, hi, looking. Then you want force another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come look at you say you carry the tea to the man. After you carry the tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody, you getting very. You say ask me too much. Hey, just me things say make your egg and bread. You bring it to. Okay, sorry. That's why I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
when I give you answer now, then you
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. That's why I say sorry now. Sorry.
See, Ali, you take time. You take
I'm
time.
taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time
To explain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
You get bring her to go see to the main store.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post store.
Yeah, he said I'm a join to go see to the web main store to they get money into the store. They will go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same lecture?
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police people. Before the man call me back, I can take time
To explain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
The same allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Boda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
Despite of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, our Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive and destructive politics.
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Dario Dillon, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir, I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
Guess what? Then people come and pay. I swear. How we the EPA with me then? Just sang our pay and get it right. What's more like edition and singing from people? What's that? And I see on us, we didn't like it. Yes, we it's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. Now, who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You hearing claims, no hearing be they saying changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. Stay, we're not saying changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. Drama 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 drama. We tired leave you all. Sama 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 sama. You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. Stay, we're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. Drama 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 drama. We tired leave you all. Sama 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 sama. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue?
Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9.
Mr. Rescue, the people say now.
This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Khan Oliver Kine. Alexa is also here today. And of course, it is the second day of the month of December 2025 remains the year. What a pleasant way to welcome all of you as we speak ahead of the December 17 nationwide lead or leave protest being staged by Stand. The chairman of the civil society organization, Mobake Malu, is currently addressing the Liberian people. And so we're going to talk about that in passing. Before then, there is a concern, from lawmakers, particularly Representative Dixon Wulawi Sibo of District Number 16, Montserrat County. This time around, he's asking state-owned enterprises to be in compliance with their own contribution towards the revenue of our country. According to the Negro Town lawmaker, if that is not done, then it means the House of Representatives and the Liberian people in general will have to redirect the way how these state-owned enterprises are spending their money. It means their budgets will have to be looked at, will have to be scrutinized and restricted so that they cannot just spend any money they want to spend at any time. Again, the LRA is threatening to take state-owned enterprises to court, but we're told the Justice Minister is interfering. There is a documentary to that effect from the Front Page Africa newspaper. We're going to talk about all of these issues here on the platform. Remember, the more you play, the better your chances are. Freedom Win Liberia cash giveaway continues. And on today's edition, we will be glad enough to pay a lot of people, as many as we can, $5,000 on the platform. So star 255 star 1 hash is the code. The more you play, the better your chances are. We take a break. When we come back, we bring you an excerpt of the conference being addressed by Mobake Molu, the chairman of STAN. And then from that particular situation, we begin the conversation here on the People's Radio.
Give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama, 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 yama,
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Sign.
On Saturday, I'm even hearing that one can't raise $2 million US. That boy, so it justifies, it validates the suspicion. Who in Bon County? A county of larger unemployed people that will give so much money till it reaches $1 million or $2 million. Except if it is the city UP officials taking the money from Monrovia or from their taxes there or from the corpus and giving it to them to come and give it. There's no way that's possible. So except now there are corrupt officials took the money and took it to Bon County and distributed it amongst them to come and put it in the basket. As they will do on Saturday. Why? You will see one man coming on Saturday to give 100,000, to give 10,000, to give 20,000, to give 50,000. They ain't giving nothing. What they are giving is just a percentage of what they stole from the tax corpus to commit to that project. And they steal the people's money. And we must insist. We must stand up and say no to that. Because that gives them unfair advantages that undermines the democratic football field. You play football, the football field laying like this. How do you score on your opponent? They'll up you down. Will you ever score on them? It's not possible. So to conclude, before we take questions from members of the press, we are worried about the unraveling state of affairs in the country. Joseph Boakai has broken every law. 10 laws broken. Supreme Court disregarded and trapped. Joseph Boakai has weaponized the Liberian National Police. When he was inaugurated 1 month after, he deployed police force in King George that killed 3 young people that were simply protesting.
Okay, all right. So that's exactly what is happening. But we will. There is a message behind that press conference that we will be talking about during the course of the program. But Alexa, good afternoon. Welcome.
Um, Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However, where you're joining us, I would like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about today. So, of course, I would like to say welcome. Yeah, obviously, we have a lot to talk about.
Okay, so there are too many things we will talk about today. There are too many things we'll talk about today. But as we speak, Stan has announced, they have reaffirmed rather December 17 as the protest date. Lead or leave. They are asking President Bouaka to lead the country or he should leave the country. I don't know what that is, but we are hoping to have the 10 people on our platform in the coming days to provide additional information towards that protest, because it is on the 17th. That is around Christmas. There is a whole lot happening in the country. So Liberians are kind of concerned. You remember the Butuo, the 1989 something? It started around Christmas. So when protest actions are being staged, when protest actions are being planned around Christmas in this country, Liberians are reminded about the Butuo arrival. I mean the devastating effect that we had from that particular Butuo arrival would normally remind any Liberian who is knowledgeable enough about the tales associated with that arrival. So when Maluse is protesting, he and Stan and his group protesting plus other Liberians on the 17th of December, which is just around Christmas, it speaks volume. There are a lot of people who are concerned, and so we're hoping that we'll get sufficient information to that effect. But there is a front page Africa. You gotta get money. There is a front page Africa.
This is a mistake. I have to send it back to whoever sent it. I don't know who it is.
There is a front page Africa documentary, and what I'm gathering from the documentary says is the Justice Minister shielding revenue collection, and this is in regard to what Representative Sibo said on the floor of the plenary of the House of Representatives on today. So the Front Page Africa is asking whether the Justice Minister is trying to protect Sekou Dukle them from the port. What are they trying to protect? NATO Lai them from maritime? What are they trying to protect the rest of the other people from the different state-owned enterprises from contributing significantly to the national budget? Because what we have identified, what we have gathered is that these state-owned enterprises, Alexa, have become personal properties to those who are presiding over them. So the managing directors will call the shot. They just eat any money they want to eat, raise any money. They don't care to know whether they are supposed to contribute to the national budget. And so this particular situation has caught the attention of several key stakeholders in the country, including Montserrat County District Number 16 Representative Dixon Sibo. So the Nigutan lawmaker was clear today on the floor when he asked. I mean, when he spoke about the situation, because you cannot be proposing a budget of $1.2 billion, which is heavily reliant on $200 million that we're supposed to get from ArcelorMittal deal by ratifying ArcelorMittal deal. Up to now, the deal is yet to be ratified. So all of these technical details and technical financial, analysis were done, and people like Honorable Siwo say if the state-owned enterprises will not live up to what they are supposed to contribute, like what they are doing right now, if they do not live up to what they're supposed to contribute to the national envelope, this whole budget could be a fiasco. Beyond that, we should not even be having a situation where Sekou Dukle, for example, to the port will just run the port and refuse to remit what's supposed to go into government revenue. It should not be the situation at LEC. It should not be the situation at the different entities and so forth. I mean, these state-owned enterprises and public corporations, they should not, be left to do their own operation without being checkmated. And so that is exactly where we are. But let's play the Front Page Africa documentary. Then you will know exactly where we are. So take your time and listen to this, my dear Liberian people.
Interference are raising fresh concerns over Liberia's fiscal accountability. Justice Minister Oswald Twe is accused of stopping the Liberia Revenue Authority from collecting lawful revenues from key state-owned enterprises, including the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company. At the Senate budget hearing, LRA Deputy Commissioner Gabriel Montgomery revealed that the agency had taken LPRC to court for failing to meet its revenue commitments. He says Mr. Twe intervened, calling the case a conflict of interest. Montgomery stressed that SOE's continuing failure to remit funds is undermining Liberia's fiscal goals. The controversy comes as $200 million in projected revenues from the ArcelorMittal agreement remain unaccounted for, raising further doubts about the credibility of the government's fiscal projections. Public Accounts Committee Chairman Senator Amara Conan says Liberia could still generate over $1 billion in revenue next year, even without the $200 million as the meter windfall. He warns this depends on enforcing tax compliance, boosting SOE performance, and implementing key reforms in mining, taxation, and governance. As budget hearings continue, the Senate insists the issue is bigger than numbers. It's about trust, discipline, and national responsibility. Obadiah Johnson, reporting for Front Page Africa.
Okay, Alexa, can you imagine? So the LRA decided to take the state-owned enterprises, LPRC, Freeport, all the other men and NAFA. Then you decided to take them to how you call the place, to the court for refusing to pay their portion of the revenue into government covers. And I want you and the other Liberian people to listen to this Front Page Africa report.
Of political interference are raising fresh concerns over Liberia's fiscal accountability. Justice Minister Oswald Twe is accused of stopping the Liberia Revenue Authority from collecting lawful revenues from key state-owned enterprises, including the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company. At the Senate budget hearing, LRA Deputy Commissioner Gabriel Montgomery revealed that the agency had taken LPRC to court for failing.
The agency took what? LPRC to court for failing to pay.
To meet its revenue commitments.
Okay, for refusing to meet revenue commitment, they are generating the money at LPRC, they are not paying it to government. So LRA took LPRC to court.
He says Mr. Twe intervened, calling the case a conflict of interest.
So when they took LPRC to court, Minister Twe, Oswald Twe, the Minister of Justice, when I say, "Look, you don't care offering the code at the same government," so you also care offering the code at a conflict of interest.
Montgomery stressed that SOE's continuing failure to remit funds is undermining Liberia's fiscal goals.
Okay, so the Deputy Commissioner General at the LRA told the Liberian Senate hearing, the budget hearing is on. Unfortunately, or better still, interestingly, both House of Representatives and the Senate having separate budget hearing.
It should be the representatives first.
Good.
Right?
I mean, whatever the case, what used to happen, the House of Representatives is where this whole thing will originate from, and they on Waste, Means and Finance to form part of the joint Waste, Means and Finance Committee, assessment of the budget. But for you to have the two houses separately, having it, I mean, too many things are happening under the rescue government. So that's exactly what it is. But when they were at the Senate, LRA, they said, you got to raise the money. They don't pay the money into government revenue.
So where do they pay the money?
Where do they pay the money to? They pump the money into their personal activities. No wonder why the guys are about to buy a property worth $8 million. Because Alexa, when you go to the Ministry of Health budget, you cannot take that money from there. Because the Ministry of Health is operating directly, with funds appropriated in the budget. subsequently allocated for their use and donor funds coming into the country. And those are monies that people making. Right? The entire government is playing with the Ministry of Health budget. The entire government is playing with the Ministry of Commerce budget. So you don't go to those line ministries and agencies, those line ministries and agencies rather that are capturing the national budget. You don't go to them to the manipulated and take money to go do how you call it thing.
They already have
party
everything
headquarters. So what the guys normally what the guys are currently doing, for which I am suspecting, for which they are not paying this money to government covers, is that they've decided to go LPRC. Man, you get on a $2 million. Let go have and pay for the McLean's property up Congo Town. You Segu Duke bring 1.7 million for an output. Let go pay for our property what we couldn't pay for the time we were in power for 12 years.
So they're redirecting funds.
So it could be one of the possible reasons why these state-owned enterprises are reneging on making their contribution to the national envelope. This is uncalled for. This is terrible. This has caught the attention of Montserrat County District number 16 representative. And so this is what Representative Dixon Wulawulisi said today, not yesterday, today on the floors of the Capitol.
By ArcelorMittal, we are going to be running a country accumulating almost $1 billion and nothing going towards projects. That is the reason why it is important for us to discuss state-owned enterprises, and that's why we have called them. Mr. Speaker, we do know that these state-owned enterprises make a lot of money. Yes. We do know also, agree with you, that in terms of their operations, we don't determine their budget lines, but also, if they are making money and they are not fulfilling their own obligations to government, then it's important for us to look at their budget and restrict them accordingly, because they are not of themselves. They are state-owned. And if they are owned by the state must benefit from them. Mr. Speaker, we think that the SOEs can do more because they have the ability. I gave you an example, Mr. Speaker, and you will agree with me. Check the SOE payroll. The payroll are way up there. Check the SOEs when it comes to capital expenditure. It's way up there. Money from the maritime to the LTA to MPA, LPRC, they are all having huge capital expenditure. Is that bad? No, it's not. But to the extent that you refuse to contribute to the budget, then there is a problem.
Okay, so you heard it. That is where we are. LRA decided to take this SOEs to court for refusing to pay what they are supposed to commit to the budget every year, every fiscal year. Why they were at the court? Justice Minister said, you don't care if people the code. The people there, all in government, you carrying the code. The opposition will say we corrupt. You carrying the code. The people will say, oh, man, you're raising money not to do. So I'm gonna tell you from code. LRA said, no, we got to carry the code because our job is to raise the revenue. Our job is to collect the revenue and send it into government consolidated account, and that's how government will continue to process payroll. They'll process payment for goods and services. They'll process payment for other issues. So if we are not strong enough, like we would have taken private property owners to court if they don't want to pay taxes. We also want to take LPRC to court. Emontua is selling the fuel, he's selling the gasoline, they're giving him the money. Why is he not paying our taxes? No tanker operator is owing Emontua than 1 cent to that LPRC. In fact, you not pay your tanker also. Money for hand, tanker also. That's how they're doing it to the LPRC. Money for hand, tanker outside. That's what they're doing at the LPRC. So there is no SEPE in government. You not see somebody go renew the passport and say, I'll bring your money back later, you're giving the passport. There is no SEPE in government. Government ain't got SEPE. There is no SEPE in government. So if we have all of these petroleum products coming to the country and people paying their duties and every stuff, there should be no reason why the LPRC will not commit. Will not live up to commitments that they made. And that was why Dixon Sibo, the representative, said, if these people would not be able to contribute to the national budget, like what they should be doing every budgetary, period, then we'll have to restrict their expenditure.
are not of themselves. They are state-owned. And if they are owned by the state must benefit from them. Mr. Speaker, also, if they are making money and they are not fulfilling their own obligations to government, then it's important for us to look at their budget and restrict this economy.
Okay, that's what he said. He said, so if these guys would think they are running their personal properties, no, that's not a personal property. LPRC is now a product of River G, where Emotua come from. You know he's from River G, right? LPRC is now a River G County project. To say, the River G people brought LPRC to Monrovia, that their cocoa farm, and they took one of their son, one of their River G children to go. No. It is a government. You are there on behalf of the state. You are the state business. A labra shop, that you labra shop, that you a labra boutique, that you be labra on a restaurant. You are a state-owned enterprise. You are not a private entity. That you will make profit and put the money in your pocket, you go car where you go sit down with it. No. Like Sego Duke will make money to MPA, put the money in your pocket, and you go sit down bombing. No, you are not. You have a particular target. Whenever the budget has been prepared every year, the Liberia Revenue Authority, it can do what we call apportionment. And a lot of people don't know the difference between apportionment and allocation. I mean, we learn that one way in school. I mean, when you do public administration 311, yeah, I mean, government budgeting and so forth. Look, when the budget is being prepared, it is a Freedom Haven will receive $50,000 and they are supposed to generate 200,000 within the space. What they are doing right down there, that appropriation. They are making appropriation. They're saying this is what we intend for this entity to spend. The appropriation. Now, when that has been appropriated, when the fiscal period is in motion, and Freedom Haven decides to say, look, since we get 300,000 in our account, since we get 300,000 attached to us that we're supposed to spend as our legal framework through which we can spend, we want to take 75,000 for now, 300,000 that was, appropriated to us. That process of getting that 75,000 from what was appropriated to you becomes the allocation. That is different playing between no. So we have people, how much allocated to the Ministry of Health in this year budget? No, that's not. Come on, you're speaking wrong English. Financially, economically, you are erroneously proceeding. So I hope this is going to solve the problem also there. I hope all of you will understand it very, very simple. And my instructor is Arthur Chappé, so that's what it is. Now, back to the conversation. You don't have to raise revenue as a state-owned enterprise, and you're turn around and can't get the money to the government. No wonder why the men finish buying the headquarters where they could not pay rent for. Oh, yeah. Now me saying no. And I'm saying it. NRA took the people to court at the first place. NRA carried them to court. NRA carried him in the court. You bugger and NRA carried him to court. That a story, yeah? Listen to the story yourself.
Allegations of political interference are raising fresh concerns over Liberia's fiscal accountability. Justice Minister Oswald Twe is accused of stopping the Liberia Revenue Authority from collecting lawful revenues from key state-owned enterprises, including the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company. At the Senate budget hearing, LRA Deputy Commissioner Gabriel Montgomery revealed that the agency had taken LPRC to court for failing to meet its revenue commitments.
Okay, Alexa, you hearing it? So it has reached to the point where the revenue entity of our country, Alexa, will have to go and threaten to take people. In fact, not threaten, they took them to court. Look, that's why we keep saying to you people, when you are electing representatives, a good to when a man popular, you might elect him. And so, Alexa, when a man fun, you might elect him. When he handsome, elect him.
Whoa.
But make sure that the man gets something in your head.
Yeah.
Let that lawmaker, make sure that lawmaker have some kind of expertise. He should come from somewhere where if a particular conversation that borders on his professional, link is brought forth, he will should include people with diverse professional upbringing. Representative Jackson Sibo was able to flag this thing. And he was clear. He said, look, you are not running a private entity. I want to go for his direct words. I don't want people thinking I'm talking the thing for him. Let me go for his direct words. He made it clear you are not running your own personal thing. This is a state-owned enterprise. And I'm gonna read verbatim, what he said after we finish playing it. We're going to transcribe it though.
It is important for us to discuss state-owned enterprises, and that's why we have called them. Mr. Speaker, we do know that these state-owned enterprises make a lot of money.
Okay, you heard it? We do know that they make a lot of money. And I want to allow LSI.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, MPA, LPRC. No.
About the gateway to the country's economy.
Don't bother and take pay on the 24th, 23rd, 24th. If you need taking pay.
Real money.
Executive director in places taking $4,000. The executive director of the MPA is better than deputy minister in the government. So if I part of any political party I kind of power, we bring in deputy minister team to me, I'll go take my executive director team to MPA or NASCO or how you call it, maritime.
Yes. We do know also, agree with you, that in terms of their operations, we don't determine their budget lines.
And that's terrible. You hearing Representative Sibo?
The budget line is not
in terms of their operation.
The House of Representatives.
No, the country ain't got part to play. MPA got a whole budget office.
They're operating on their own notes.
That's an autonomous agency. They have their own autonomy.
They pay their own people and all that.
So the controller at MPA, the whole financial team, they go and sit down and say, look, MD, this year, what we want to do, MD, MD, you from Birmingham, right? And Joe Biden, we go into your home every time. MD, we want to put something in your budget called social corporate. This year you had 300,000 in it. Let round it up to 700,000. So that anytime you sit down in Broadway, you see the public, wow passing, then you jump behind into where wow. Then you go there, you spend some more money on the farm and come back. We want to increase it. So they decide what happens to them in their own area. But see what he's saying? He's the one providing this to us. Although these are things that we knew on the surface, but he's speaking from an informed perspective.
The operations, we don't determine their budget lines.
We don't determine the budget lines.
But also, if they are making money and they are not fulfilling their own obligations to government, then it's important for us to look at their budget and restrict their economy.
Okay. So they can be making money, they can be generating plenty of money, and they are now remitting what they're supposed to be committing to the national budget every fiscal period. If so, then let us restrict them. Some of these, that's what we say, the country needs reform, Alexa. There is a need that we reform our whole governance architecture. Why am I saying it? Sorry to say, my dear Liberian people, but this idea of taking, and this thing started from the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Joe Boakai administration. For some reason, they decided to redesign the country after the war. And everybody, people just come from fighting war. Anything you're doing, everybody feels say, okay, one's gonna fight, gonna firing. Yeah. So there are a lot of things Liberian people accepted only because the guns were not shooting. So we didn't see these things as detrimental to the future of our country. But it is about time we start to think about restructuring the entire country. Come on, somebody make that make sense to me. Why would Freeport, the National Port Authority, say we're operating on our own and when they're contributing? It's significant. No, I'm not an economist, and Alexa is no exception, rather. But I am still thinking, what will be the crime if we allow all resources that government will collect to be channeled through the LRA instead of this institution personal, bank accounts? I'm still thinking, what will be the crime? For me, we can have a budget of $2 billion in this country. If every single entity paying their money through LRA, through a centralized system. Instead of, you go to LRA, if you Freeport, you don't pay some kind of fees, you go pay the Freeport account. No. Let's pay all our money through the LRA. And you identify the leaks. You identify the too many leakages we have all across the place. How are you raising money and you are not remitting? That's on the surface. What we gathered politically, what we gather from our sources within, is that they have been receiving their money, but spending the money on different operations. No wonder why we got $110 million project in Lofa. We don't know the owner. No wonder why the party that could not pay rent for their property in 2022, we are told that they allegedly bought the property $8 million. And they come in Saturday, they come and go there to say they're going to do homecoming. They're passing around generating money from county to county just to clean to save face. $8 million, that's what we are told to pay to the McLeans. But that's not it. Do you know that the current budget before the legislature, the MPA said they will not be able to commit 1 cent to the budget in 2026? Why? Why would the MPA not be able to commit 1 cent to the country in the next budget? Why? Do you also know that LPRC is only having $1 million assigned to them as their contribution to the budget for next year? When LPRC before this administration used to commit between $3 to $5 million every year, this is worrisome. These state-owned enterprises are not intended to make the elite government officials rich. No, it is not. No wonder why the country is still suffering. We need to change the whole system. If I am running a tanker farm in this country, if I am an importer of petroleum product in this country, if I sort of pay $1 to clear to lift 4-5 tankers of my container, let me go LRA and pay. There should be an LRA window at the LPRC where I can pay that money to. You go to consolidated account. There should be no commercial bank where LPRC, LPRC, how you call the thing, account. No. There should be no commercial bank without kind of bull crap. The same way if I'm paying for my birth certificate, my national passport, I go to the LRA window and do the payment. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. You saw COVID-19 here, right? Unless when we used to go for our how do you call that thing? COVID-19 test, right? A commercial bank we used to go to the how do you call it the continual office where we getting again. So now you see Abbey Bank there, you see the other bank there. These funds should be paid through the government official revenue generating entity, LRA. This way, all these state-owned enterprises, their payroll, everything will be submitted to central government. It will go through CSA. There should be no reason why we got all the people then running on their own. Because come to think of it, Alexa, some getting in a Freeport. Sorry to say, they're getting into the Freeport, yeah. Some girls been working to that port. Okay, let me not say girls. Let me not be gender.
Because I want to say you also have some men.
Okay, yeah. So him being in a Freeport, in a LPRC fence, in a NASCAR fence, in a maritime fence, they've been there for the past 10 years. Some of them see some of them have never signed any paper besides signing for their gas, their rest. And when they say, we're coming to the car, you can sign. That's the only time they can hold people, paying people. But some people make 10,000. Sorry. They make 1,500, 2,000, 800, 900. They don't see no paper. They don't sign any paper. Look, besides writing their name, we say, oh, NASCAR going to play football. You won't play? You say, yeah, you write your name. That kind of thing. But to say their job will require them to process requests and, send mails, send letters, review projects, review report, submit report. Most other people that sit down, places, nothing they are doing. They just dress up in the morning, face their lips, go sit down, they're there. They begin in the yard, they go buy striker for the baby in the place. Some people are employed with the entities. The only thing they do there, begin here, go watch my car. So you can drive it, go watch my car. And they get in working with the office, say you go fill my tea, go do the other one. Go do the other one. Go do that all. And some people are making 900, 1,003, 1,005, 1,006. Repsibo is saying no. It means we got to go and restrict their budget because these are the places the money wasting. These are the places the money wasting. Take for example MPA. Take for example LPRC. There are people who work in those places. The salary is just huge, bro. Huge. And they got no job description. That's how the country money leaking. That's how the country money leaking. I'm not saying sack people, but pay people according to what they are contributing. How the hell we paying somebody $900? We giving them 2 bags of rice per month. But that man, 5 years ain't been working here. You never signed paper before. How you be working somewhere you use some people? You working somewhere you use some people. You doing nothing else. You work in the morning, you go, you sit down in one office, you sit down. When the boss man comes to the office, you stand. Money or boss man, money, you sit down. 4 o'clock, you get your. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? That's why I made the government lazy. That's why I made the government making progress. We are spending unnecessary money on recurring expenditure. And because these state-owned enterprises are not properly monitored, like Repsibo is requesting. So unless I can be the head of LPRC today, and unless I decide to say, okay, we got to appoint all our classmates who all graduated from AME 2024. Bring them and put them in the communication department. The least salary should be $900. So at the end of the day, let's say go declare right now, all the people who in Senate they say he appoint nobody less than 2,500. The least salary at 2,500. They hired at 4,500. So when you go there, you start giving the kind of huge salaries to people. At the end of the day, what's supposed to go to government revenue, you will not put it there. Because all the money now will start going behind the people who you employing, because no kind of employment can go to CSO. They do that thing internally. They do that thing, you go operate with it. This is wrong. So he said, if you don't want to pay, then I restrict your budget. But I want to ask Representative Sibo to go beyond this and maybe look at the law establishing these state-owned enterprises before I submit to you, Alexa. The laws establishing these entities, maybe then look at the laws and say, look, since they are creating the entity, say it is an autonomous agency that's going to run our own financial SYZ, let's change it. Let amend this particular act creating, this entity to say, instead of you creating this, you should now send all your responsibility to the government. And nobody will complain, say, oh, when you put them on government payroll, government will not be able to pay them a lot. When you put them on government payroll and government take charge of revenue collection, managing director will send them to a place, the same way minister can receive his ministerial salary, and his office stationery and other things, managing director will receive your own thing. Everybody will be looking up to the Ministry of Finance and the CBO governor every month for payment to be made. If that is done, up to 20% of our financial problems will be solved. Because the kind of money we can lose in these state-owned enterprises, a plenty. This is sad. Executive director for Yama, deputy executive director for the other one, the other executive director for all the executive directors. So they just work in the money to go and sit on each other's faces. The whiteboard down there that didn't want to be clearing the goods LPN terminal. So in real life, what our body can be doing in a port? What our men can be doing the LPRC? The men who can be emptying the container, the fuel from the container, they're there. The technicians are there. What the rest of the other men can be doing that? And every time the manager eyeing people on the payroll, doing this and that. So at the end of the day, it is not allowing them to remit what is supposed to be remitting. Then the board go kind of power now. It pass mass. There are too many demands. Because they know they cannot go to other entity budget to get the money. The manager got to go to state-owned enterprises. Let the manager tell what they took money from the bay to buy the party headquarters. And they're having a program on December 6th, homecoming. But they started painting the headquarters. They started painting Lepo to the headquarters. They started cleaning the headquarters. Do you clean somewhere that you not buy? Do you clean somewhere that not for you? Or what arrangement are they there? It is just clear that they were able to pay for the place, and it was somewhere around $8 million. Where did they get the money from when state-owned enterprises are not committing? So apparently somebody pinch up how they call it, man, LRA to hear the video. Somebody pinch and say they may not paying you. The headquarters they buying, now what they not paying you. And the LRA man said, no, if we not bet G and the budget gets shot for, people will think we collecting government revenue and we eating it. So let's put the button on record that they're not giving us 1 cent, so that the day December people ain't take pay for Christmas or something start happening, nobody will say, oh, LRA generating money and they're not reporting it. That's why LRA took them to court. Then the justice minister said, no, that won't government. When you came in the court, start telling people say how we stealing. And that's true, they're stealing. And reason why the property in Lofa, we don't know who get it. And reason why the headquarters what they buy around $8 million, and the thing they can leave $1 million. The property in Lofa at $10 million. The headquarters, they say that $8 million they pay. The 2 cars Joe JMB right, I want to put it in the budget, but I 1.2 million. The thing they can leave $1 million. But if it would need, if there will be a need to revisit the laws creating these entities, I want people like Representative Sibo, them who got the financial understanding, to push it. Look, it will not hurt the country when all the people are channeled through the national fiscal space. I don't know what will be the consequences, but I think with proper fiscal discipline in place, it is possible, and the country will benefit well. But I ate it down there, Alexa. The justice minister said, "Don't expose your friend."
So I just have a few questions. I'm sure people want to call in later on. When exactly did LRA, discover that? When did they realize that these SOEs, this? Oh wow,
the budget year.
Just
yeah, the year is coming to an end, and
I just realized
after the first second quarter, the men are now operating. We are in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You understand? Okay. We're in the third quarter, men are operating.
So that's the first question, and you already answered that. The second question is, where do the funds go? Since some of the SOEs, LRA, NPA, they're not, giving the money to LRA to put that in the country's consolidated account. Where do the funds go?
They're not using it the way the few.
Are they redirecting the funds to something else that we do not know about as a country? That's also a question to be answered. And why did the Minister of Justice say that this should be discussed as a family matter at the end of the day? Because this is a government, and the SOEs, they're all part of this government. LRA, they're part of this government, so they don't have to go to the law. They need to discuss this probably in house. So why is he saying that as well? Does he know about this thing, or did he know about it prior to LRA flagging this as an issue being reported by Front Page Africa? That's also a question to be answered. Now that this is an issue that is being raised, where we're discussing, this as a major discussion right now, we're asking all the hard questions and asking the SOEs to tell us exactly where are the funds, since they did not give the funds as it should have been. So we're asking these questions now. What is going to happen at the end of the day? Are they going to pay what they did not pay, or are they going to just handle this in-house?
No, there's something called budget shortfall. So at the end of the day, they will create one funny justification. Well, we did not generate what we expected to generate. I thought they finished spending the money, or they will spend the money. They know that they spend the money. They will find some kind of funny thing,
something else.
Yeah. So
as an excuse, like a scapegoat.
Yeah. They call the auditor. The auditor, they got to the place. Either MPA, they call the MPA auditor and say, "Look, Mr. Auditor, come here. Open your mouth. Shop there. Boom. It's close it. So, yeah. Don't open your mouth until we finish writing it in one read." So they come by and say, users or conduct the other washer where it was send it one or dredge the port, as usual, where it was dredge the port, where it was do the, and they will contact some.
They will have that to be documented.
They will contact some company. The company will get a real receipt. Say, yeah, that's true. We drag it. You pay some money around, and they will justify why they did not commit. But in real sense, the board took the money from undercover and maybe went to FOIA and spent some there, or maybe went to the University headquarters and spent some there. I said maybe you. I mean,
no, but that's one of the many accusations that these people have redirected funds to go to, purchasing the new headquarters of the Unity Party. That is an accusation, by the way. It is alleged. So we don't know how true this is. We don't know if this information is factual or not. Now that we have this thing about LRA complaining about SOEs not doing what they're supposed to do, especially when it comes to, the budget and the money they're supposed to give, I think people who have raised this rescue mission of redirecting funds, especially to purchase their new party headquarters, I'm sure they're going to be back again, very confused as to whether this is a factual information. But Oliver, at the end of the day, I think Liberians should open their eyes because they say anywhere you see smoke, fire there, right? So you don't know exactly what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, we look forward to exactly what's going to happen, and I hope we don't get to a point where all these excuses you're talking about, where they were using the other thing here, and then it is documented, and that's like a justification. But I want to commend Dixon Sibo. Like I want to commend him because he spoke brilliantly, because he understands all these issues, especially when it comes to financial issues, and he spoke brilliantly. So I hope they're going to take into consideration some of the recommendations, because he was talking about they do not determine, the budget of maybe NPA, LPRC.
Let's not forget that Bo is the speaker. No, go ahead.
Speaker,
go ahead.
No, that's a good point.
Let us. So
that's a good point.
You can have all of the eloquent lawmakers making their position, but once Bo is the speaker, I mean,
they are weak now. So,
yeah.
But Dixon Sibo did a great job, to recommend. Since they're not doing what they're supposed to do, I think that the House of Legislature should be able to reduce, their operations or however they're going to do that. But again, we have Richard Cohen as the speaker, and he said clearly he is a regime speaker. So we don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day. Isn't it going to dance to the tunes of the executive or this government, and forget about what Liberians are to benefit and the people who are to make sure this country move forward. But I mean, that's where we are. That's where we are. But I mean, I don't know what to say again. But where the country going? And I say, but
so at the end of the day, the NRA people that they are accusing.
Wait. Have they taken this thing from court, since the justice minister told them it is not really?
No, once the justice minister come up and said it is not appropriate, trust me.
So they went back.
No, officer, they will go back with some reservations.
But it is on record.
Yeah, it's on record. So that's why it is. So they are not paying LRA money. LRA decided to take them to court. The justice minister said, when you do that thing, the people will say we don't want to see the money. I mean, he did not literally say that,
But in other words,
but that's the implication. That's the implication.
Implied.
That if we are all in horse, if you can't carry a man to court, the government image could be at stake. So don't do it. Let's talk it in house. Or do our men giving money? Let's talk it in house. The worst part of it is the fact that 2026, if MPA is not committing 1 cent to the budget, so it means they will run our MPA from start to end 0. They will not give to the government. I mean, we can't run the country this way, man. Come on, we can't do that. The LPRC say only 1 million they can give. LPRC, why you used to give 2 million, 3 million per year? LPRC is now saying only 1 million they can give.
Why?
Why are you reducing?
Are you not making money?
No, why are you reducing the money?
Are you not generating funds? You are.
You're generating money. You're making money. You said the economy is getting better. You said the country, okay, the economy is getting better. Why are you pushing the budget of 1.2 billion? Then you're reducing what you're supposed to commit to the national coffers from these entities. But guess what? Though? The state enterprises are not contributing what they're supposed to contribute. But the government have increased taxes on the citizens, goods and services tax increase. They've increased the taxes on the people. They starting to use a bar before social and so price. Go back beginning January. They will add something on it because the government, through this budget, there is a proposal to increase taxes. But BBS, LPRC, while lifting plenty container of free fuel oil and gasoline, plenty gallons, they are saying they only get 1 million. Freeport, all the carding can pass through. All the container in the country that pay can pass. Freeport said next year they're not giving 1 cent. Why? You are not having senatorial election. You are not spending anything. The National Port Authority is not building any new port.
And they're making money.
You are not building any new port. They say, oh, we're trying to construct the port of Harper, or we're trying to construct the port of Greenville, or we're putting a brand new virgin port in Cestus in Riverside County. You are not doing anything of such. Why are you, why is it that there is no projection in the budget, in the proposed budget for MPA to make contribution to the budget? That's zero reflecting there. Zero. The LPRC said they only get 1 million.
But are they supposed to be bargaining?
Look, sometimes these state-owned enterprises will come and say, "Look, we got special expenditure to do. We're in the period, so we want to appeal that we'll not be able to give this a particular amount of this and that. So we'll be able to give this one. I mean, those things can happen. But what is the urgency? What is the urgency that's making MPA to say we're not pay 1 cent 2026? Look.
What happens next?
I don't know. President Baga called meeting today in Bomi, cabinet meeting, and on top of
they're going to discuss that probably.
On top of the agenda, they were discussing job creation, the fight against drugs, and the rest of it. I have come to realize that the government is without direction. They're just managing to pay salaries, and the Liberian people are the ones keeping the peace of this country, because what happened in the country, that only the citizens keeping the country peaceful. Other countries, Tanzania and funny countries around the world, small thing they made protests, and the protest ended into something foolish. So I'm not going to say the government is the one keeping the peace. No, the citizens are keeping the peace, and we want to commend the citizens for doing so. The kind of things that happen in the country, that the citizens keeping the peace. The citizens keeping the peace. Other countries, simple things. The men can go and cause havoc. Citizens can cause havoc. But in the country, no. In Liberia, the people hungry. They ain't got school fee. They ain't got nothing. Their kids not in school. They ain't got rent. They're cooking dry rice, mess with bitter ball, crediting coal and oil to eat the rest. But the president paying $10 million home in for you. What nobody know where the money come from. You see Liberian people protesting? Okay, no, they said they got protest on December 17th. So let's see. The people suffering in the country, everything okay. Things are tough. Government officials don't go to Minister of Information, bribe the party, they start spraying money. You see citizens protesting on that one? No, maybe December 17th, maybe they will protest. The country tough. President will get 2 BB new cars where the former government left for him. He abandoned the 2 new cars. He said he won't buy a brand new 2 Lexus Jeep, bulletproof, from Dubai. Brand new, $1.2 million. What is it? What is it? A party that could not pay rent is now the owner of the property. Imagine you were 2 years ago, the whole way you living when you couldn't pay rent. You are begging the people. When people are begging you, the people get you 6 months pass. They get you 1 year pass. They get you 2 year pass. You can pay the people rent. After 2 years, you go back to the landlord and say, hey, any landlord, to what the landlord fee say, you come and pay the rent what you're owing for when you run away. And you come to the landlord, you say, landlord, I want to buy the whole place. It mean you got some kind of serious money. How come 2 years ago you were begging me for rent, and 2 years after you are here to pay, to buy? I mean, that's terrible. And these things cannot be happening, and the state-owned enterprise. So those of you who are in the other government entities, if the government starts struggling in a way that they will not be able to pay your salary on time, the LPRC didn't do no. Because the bonus is supposed to get the government, what's supposed to augment government strength, they are not providing it. But that's exactly where we are right now as a people. We'll take this quick break. When we come back, we go and open up the lines and take calls. But that's what you heard. That's what you heard. Exactly. That's what you heard from the actors, Representative Sibo, and the report that was compiled by Front Page Africa. Let's take this quick break. When we come back, we take calls. Remember, *255 *1# is the code. Let's go. When we come back, we'll see if we can start to give some people some money on the platform.
On the sector to interior, Crown Star, keeping us safe, let's stop for all of our Crown Star, the people bringing safety to your door, Crown Star, stopping crime and making peace for them before, Crown Star, Liberia, Connected to interior, Crown Star, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us.
Crown Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Science.
Crown Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crown Stopper.
Okay, all right. The people bringing safety to your door. Let's go. Let's open up the lines. You heard it. The Justice Minister said, please, don't care the people to court. Put the case outside. Let's go discuss it behind the horse. You know, and Representative will say if these entities, if they cannot be able to pay, you know, the money what is going to pay the government, then we gotta look at their budget and redesign it. What is it from your end? You know, what is it from your end? Let's see what do you make of what's happening. MPA can generate money, they're not gonna pay the government. LPRC generating money, they're not gonna pay the government. All the other men generating money, they won't pay the government. LRA get very carried in the court. Justice Minister say, yeah, we're not carrying men in the court. We in the same government. Carry men in the court, a conflict of interest. It will expose us. Let's hear you. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? Hello?
How you doing?
We are great, my brother. Let's hear you.
There's a right up to brother calling from brother Christopher.
Go ahead, my brother.
Okay, just clear that you guys stealing. Look, you know the problem I got with you know, sugarcoat, you don't think they will advocate. These guys are totally stealing. The first time to see that they're stealing enterprise and not going to feed into the budget. What wrong? The big guy, I didn't want to own Liberia. So where the money going? All the money the guys are generating. You know, I'm very eyes. These are questions that where the money going? How our government, NPA was relating to the budget and where you got NPRC. Why they were doing that? How they were doing it? These are areas that are making money every day. So where the money going? So you need not to be a rocket scientist to know that these are the money you go using to fund the headquarters. The people stealing from the Liberian people. What's going on? Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's talk to this person from the diaspora. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you. What's your name? Where do you join us from?
Yeah, hello. Okay, good afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is Lucini calling from the USA.
Go ahead, Lucini.
Yeah, thank you, KOK. Thank you for the education. You know, KOK is just a exciting time for our country. You know, with all the difficulties that Liberians are going through, and parents, and then yet instead we got government that are contemplating on the main issue. These are people that came to power with a message of bread and butter issue. But then if we had a government that not worrying about the less thing that people are yearning for on a day-to-day basis, they are worrying about party head office. It's a simple indication that they don't care about the people. And if the people cannot be able to see that and rise up to the occasion to be able to stand against the government that came to power through the means of deception and lies, and then I think something wrong with the citizen. And then lastly, I would just stop on this.
Mm-hmm.
If a government that would say to the people that our government entity will run without putting nothing in the budget for the government, then something's wrong here. And if we the people will sit down and accept that and allow that people run government entity without now giving anything back to the people, then accept that, then I don't know where we're going as a country. But thank you for the time, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We go back to America and talk to this other person. Where are they taking the money to? Where are they carrying the country money? They're raising the money and they are not paying to government revenue, LPRC inside, MPA inside, all the state-owned enterprises in it. Let's talk to most of our people who are calling us from across the country, beginning with this one. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening, KOK.
Good evening, my brother. Let's hear you, sir.
KOK, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta. KOK, I'm doing the show from Point 4.
Go ahead.
KOK in Zimbabwe.
Go ahead.
So KOK, let me commend you, KOK, for your stance. But if you're KOK, that company also, who will learn the hard way. KOK, everything today that you see the people do, you ask a specific question, where are they carrying the money? They carry the money in Lofa. They pay the mansion in Lofa. They pay party headquarters. Can you imagine people who could not afford everything yesterday? That they want to drop in at the airport. But they will let it highway. When you take opportunity, you have to say which kind of opportunity. What you expect to do opportunity again? So you say, when you take old car that will pass yesterday in the garage for 12 years, and you put that car on the road, what you expect that car to do? But I say, okay, thank you for your show. But we'll let it highway. God will continue to show and will beat up. The God of President William will show himself. He will make us to know that President William was the chosen one. So, okay, everything damaged. Our image that damaged, we're running up on few government now. What you see saying they will be doing what beyond the other representative, the other men doing the other everything can clown when you say, what are that? Okay.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. We leave you where the money going to. LRA took government other people than to court. Go ahead, the person. Let's hear you. How are you?
Thank you, Kai. Thank you, and Alexa. So, Kai, this is a bigger picture. The reason why most of the SOEs are not paying into government covers so they can make impact into Liberian lives is because they are preparing for 2029. The election will be rigged massively. If we do not put our foot down, they are planning for 2029. They're going to start, because imagine party headquarters were not on the agenda. It was because CDC said they were building headquarters, United Party said they were buy headquarters. So they took some of that money and put it to headquarters. They are taking money, sending it to LOFA to build presidential, whatever the business they're calling it, or Malawi River Union Project, and Malawi deny that. So there are a lot to uncover. These people came to this country to rip and destroy our nation. Unfortunately, some of our brothers do not see. The ones who don't eat one good meal a day, they are the ones that will insult you when you tell them about how this government is proceeding.
That's right.
But you guys continue to speak the truth. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. Thank you very much. Let's leave you and talk to this other person. LRA took government entities to court for refusing to pay money. You know, Minister of Justice said, no, don't carry people to court. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
I'm fine, Kid. It's Veronica Jackson, calling from District 15.
Go ahead, Madam Jackson. Let's hear you.
Kid, you asked, where the money going?
Where they carrying the money?
That's a question.
The money going to the one, the team they don't show us in FOIA. The money going to the project of the party here, what they wait for us to pour our money together to our own. They are taking our taxes money, that where the money going. Joseph Boga State Party, Joseph Boga wedding anniversary, the regime speaker, 100,000 each person. The money that they will be going 2029. They give them money for 2029. That there was the money is going. But you see, kids, get to the highway. And that's my sin. I'm walking and sleeping there, and I'm saying, I say, anybody that frustrated, President, we are effort will pay for it some way, so I can use my only child, my only dollar, we pay for it. And that's what we are paying for, kids. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Thank you. This is a visionary in there. I'm keeping for that to the fire to deliver, and I'm Edmond Carr.
Go ahead, Edmond.
The money is on Boaka credit card, 100,000 each time Boaka is traveling out of the country. That's where the money going. The money going to the pockets of ministers. Are you aware that ministers are building in the night? They are carrying their building material racks in short traffic in the night to carry it to their site instead of going broad day. That's where the money going. Where is about $8 million for party headquarters over time? How you will be going home? You tell me that you're going to raise money, you're going all over raising money according to you. Then you're already thinking, like you were saying, what's your life? Doing other things there. There where the money going. $8 million is not a small money to raise, to easily raise it, to pay for a party headquarters where to pull you out, and then build another one across the country. There where the money going. You saw Joseph Boaka, the chair that he was sitting in just for a birthday party celebration. You saw the old chair that he was sitting in. You saw the old man kids that were coming from every angle. Since Boaka birthday celebration on Sunday, the guys are still in body enjoying themselves. So they put the money going. But then when you talk about it, the surrogate and the multi-bomb, John, they insult people. And they know that the market. All are leading to the bad governance or bad leadership of this government. But when you talk about the job on you, look at what is beyond your loafer. Everybody are rejecting it. $10 million. Workers don't know. Minister of State don't know. Education minister says, for the Royal Union say no. They should not pour in your gas.
And today, LRA said the man ain't paying the money to government consolidated account.
Yes, that's why we telling you there where the money going.
Thank you.
So, the only thing that we will say to the justice minister, let us leave the protocol so that they can officially tell us where our money is going.
Thank you.
Before the government will say, we are indicated all the places where our money are going. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. We talk to Man CC. Dr. CC, go ahead, Doc. Let's hear you.
And to Alexa and to you all. Look, I think 6 years back, I told you people that Joseph Boka web selling color to the kids. Joseph Boka open parking lot right in his compound. Sitting down, except for the bubble. You posted our line and then they went there to see what I was saying is that true. And the one that they saw it. 6 years you are here. I say color when you see the past or the past faith or born. Hit that to one the flower and say, oh, what face? Suffering, dragging comforting. You say, my Boka, a lesser uncle, grandfather for Lufa Country. After you say 12 years, he came back, he's parking cars in the all the course, I want the ego and learning. Today, you can see Boka now today. On his chair, you see JMB. And if they say, he coming to come block, he will do SYC. I told you again, I said, anything I say, take it to the bank, I said, it's 1.2 billion, that black. Yeah, I told you, I told you, only problem, I said, anytime you send about money, go check it out. When you say your man and woman, go check it out, see whether that woman for you. They say they collected 1.2 billion. Just 2 years. Even in the country, that was a very power for politics. He will 1.2 billion in this country. But Boka government said they will 1.2 billion. Are you kidding me? Then you telling us that they put they don't put any money. They say they will not give money. When the money go, okay. They threw out of the party headquarters. Couldn't pay even 100,000. You were here. They were calling there for year and there for court to court. Boka said, well, you hold me for year and there, and I get rat to give you. You tell me outside there, and I get rat to give you. Your friend more anywhere yet. Who pass for left and right, up and down, instead of that, in wearing Google clothes. He don't go very fast and go pick up Ben and Boutique, post on the castle, go so late before you wear it. So that you get 34 in making money, in day home, in darkness. You understand? The people get right in that place for 1.2 billion for so long. And last time talking about this and that, the film boy in that place long time. When they pay for it, they collect money, they go to generate photo to bounce that place, they pay for a long time. You see, they pay for that place long time for people.
Thank you.
That money for one cover. If for no okay, $100,000 to generate so they get go back for 1.8 million to back for the what is that which is a Boka transfer share or two shares here to the window and we're pointing on the street. That goes so that make it everything. Say I'm saying for your face and keep that the broadbook and
thank you.
That money, let me say thanks to my son. They don't put forward because they're sleeping in that place. They got 50 dollars. Last 50 when I expect so much, okay. We'll put up power to talk for the people. But what they do to us in the country is not correct. And what people are not sitting in the hall, they keep silent, walking on the other side, they are sleeping dog. Get them welcome and talk. Don't put it on see election. If you're not done now, tomorrow you're not done. We will be asking us talk. We just have money to talk for the country. Then they put it out with us in our house. See, ask you about budget. They want to say, I will do it. We get the district there. You can't see in the other. We get there. Talk to me about the budget. Oh, we get one or two go there. They talk. And so no question. But they keep silent because they give them 100,000 as a one lawmaker. But he don't go ahead. Don't say they're not coming. So tell you to see what you said. I'm saying, but he don't go. He don't go up. He don't press him. They only 1 million Makito or you not get blocked. Makito or you carry ESC accepted. Nothing them because you carry bad.
Thank you, Marcy. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead, 1 minute.
Okay. My name is Soti Terry and I call you from Panos.
Go ahead, Soti.
Yeah, you are asking why the money, why the people now telling the government that they will be here to contribute towards the budget. The first thing they may already donate, they may already pledge 5K and 6K with 1,000 bag of cement. So the money they could use to support the budget, that's where they don't post on that one already. Then you get Gregor Kumon. You see the LTN, these are some of the issues we're talking about, the Bureau of Traffic Management something. It's not good for the country. Because LRA will not generate no money. So the money LRA will generate, all those ticket money, all those things there, they are taking it to Joseph Burger House.
Oh no. We can get you. Your call was disrupted. This person, go ahead.
Good evening, Khan.
Good evening. Let's hear you. No time.
Yeah, this is Diana Tour, formerly known as PTL in PTS. I call you from Congo Town. Yeah, Khan, one thing that we should understand is that where did United Party generate $8 million from just in less than 1 year? And one thing we should know, this United Party government was in power and also went in opposition, but couldn't pay what they pay for today. They were in power, they squandered opportunity. Joseph Boga himself came out and made it. When they went in opposition, they couldn't afford to pay less than $5,000 for that place that they pay for today. But they came to power just in less than 2 years. How the United Party generated money? This is something that we haven't been asking. How possible that you as a political party will generate just in less than 2 years over $1 million just to purchase a land that you couldn't afford to pay $5,000 for per month? So I mean, we all seeing it. It's glaring, that those people came to enrich themselves. These are the same people that stay in power for 12 years and they squander opportunity. They misuse Liberia resources, and now they came back to power again. So the only thing they can do right now is to enrich themselves. This is why you see Bwaka himself building presidential palace in Lofa County. So they are even right to buy more places because we gave them the opportunity. So the only thing that we Liberians should do now, even though they are making this country to look so terrible, that when we talk about protest, people will be like, oh, I don't want anybody to come beat me in the street. I don't want anyone to shoot me. But Liberians need to wake up. December 17 is a time for us to rise up and say that the country we are suffering. Things are hard. Bwaka cannot leave the country. He should leave the presidency because he intends to come to enrich himself and his family members. Nothing he is doing to benefit Liberians. Some people need to come out December 17. Things are tough. Now go in the market. This is Christmas season. Because things are difficult. Parents cannot afford. So why are we sitting home and cracking our legs? If we continue like this, people will feel that everything is okay in the country and nothing is okay. Only Bwaka and his officials are doing okay, not the citizen. Thank you, Khan.
Okay, thank you very much. The Alternative National Congress issue a statement to this effect. Alexa, I'm sending it to you. Somebody from the ANC just sent the statement to me. Let me send it to you. Yeah, the ANC issue a statement. Can you get it? Can you get it? Okay, yeah, it's about the party headquarters situation. So please be reading through it at the appropriate time. We'll talk about it. Unity Party on Saturday they're about to do something. Let's talk to the person from the diaspora. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Okay. How you doing? This is Lawrence Nolding. I'm calling you from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minnesota, Lawrence. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay. Allow me to just digress a little bit, just for maybe 1 minute. Okay. I worked at the Capitol building for 8 years under the UP government when Madam Selly for first and second term. Okay, these people, I listen to them. It's not DC. I'm an eyewitness. They got us saying that Liberian people can just talk. After 1 month, the entire thing is finished. So if you have a wife that worried a lot, just tell her to not listen to public radio within that 1 month. If a friend of insult, shut the TV down, close everything up, don't listen, tell the children not to listen to anything. After 1 month, Liberian people shut up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they used to say.
Yeah. That's Capitol building. Yeah, that is.
So why? Yes. Okay. Why will people who are governing the people, why will they ignore the people to this level? The people are crying on every station, but you don't care. You're thinking about party headquarters, you're thinking about building room for the president, you're thinking about personal business, going in the night to carry your cross rods and other things to your personal property that you are constructing. Think about that. This is to show that the people are aware that people will just talk and after 1 month. What happened to the guy that was killed that saw somebody murdering a lady in Dover County and he was in police custody? What happened to him? People just talk and finish. What happened to the lady that was extracted in EWA hospital and she cried until she met up with her death? What happened to that one? People talk and finish. What happened to the kid, the 14-year-old girl that was raped by that McGill guy? It's almost finished. It's almost finished. Broad day on the social media, we saw somebody who is supposed to be our internal affairs minister. He raped somebody, and you hear the woman swearing and crying. What happened to that case? We talk and it finished. This is the story. This is what the people say. The people will just talk and it will be finished. That's what get them brave. That's the unity party. So come back to the point where you say, what the money going? Okay, these people are preparing for 2029. They are preparing for 2029. They will take some of the money and give it back to our people who calling all on the radio, and they will accept it. They will accept it and go vote for them again. That's the story, man.
Okay.
Thank you for your education, brother.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there, Lawrence Norton. We leave you right there. So ANC wrote something. I thought it was particularly about this issue, but I think it's about the same headquarter issue. Yeah. So Alexa will read the ANC situation. They will wrap on it small and go home.
Should I?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Particularly the main portion of it.
Okay, so 1 hour ago, this was shared. So it says the Alternative National Congress expresses its profound disappointment over the continued failure of the Unity Party-led government to address the urgent bread and butter, soup and rice issues facing ordinary Liberians, while instead channeling time, resources, and political energy into acquiring and expanding Unity Party headquarters across the country. At a time when countless Liberians are struggling with rising prices of commodities, unemployment, failing health sector, deteriorating infrastructure, and a stagnant economy, the Unity Party administration has chosen to focus on securing political real estate rather than providing real solutions. This alarming prioritization exposes the government increasingly out of touch with the daily hardships of its citizens. The Alternative National Congress finds it deeply troubling that instead of championing policies that uplift families from poverty, strengthen the livelihoods of market women, create jobs for young people, or stabilize essential commodities, the Unity Party's primary achievement appears to be the expansion of its own political footprint. This is not governance. It is self-serving politics at the expense of the ordinary people. While Liberians cry for relief, government officials continue to enrich themselves through unchecked allowances, unnecessary overseas trips, inflated contracts, and opaque financial dealings. The administration's refusal to confront economic hardship head-on shows a glaring lack of leadership, compassion, and quite simply lacks the know-how. Liberians did not vote for a government that will put party interest above national well-being. The ANC therefore calls on the UP-led government to redirect its attention toward policies that meaningfully address poverty, food insecurity, joblessness, and the collapse of public services. Example, water is scarce as the dry season has come. LEC has started rationing electricity due to low power supply. Liberia needs investment in its people, not in political structures designed to entrench a ruling party. The Liberian people deserve better. They deserve a government that works for them, not one that enriches itself while citizens struggle to survive. Basically, I guess it's still around the same party headquarters thing. And there, I don't know if this is a reminder or this is just pointing out or re-echoing again, just the normal issues Liberians are going through, especially ordinary citizens, because they're talking about bread and butter issue, rice and soup issues as well. While Liberians are struggling to survive on a daily basis, joblessness seems to be the order of the day. You still have a political party that is governing this country, according to ANC's press release. This is not governance. It is basically the Unity Party-led government enriching themselves and disregarding why Liberians voted them in the first place. So this is really a serious issue in a stagnant economy, and Liberians continue to just struggle while the people who are supposed to provide solutions, who are supposed to be there to make this country progress, they do not care. They're invested in real estate privately and disregarding what should be done generally and nationally for this country to move forward. So I think it's also based on this thing about this whole Unity Party headquarters December 6th homecoming, and just the amount of money being raised across different counties and flagged by government officials. They think this is not a prioritization of the Liberian people. Rather, this is Unity Party playing in the faces of Liberians while they struggle on a daily basis to survive. Their livelihoods are not being prioritized because there's no job and there's no opportunity to have young people to, make use of the opportunity that are to be here to empower themselves. So basically,
Look, the ANC wrote exactly what every Liberian, with the exception of the Green Unity partisans, they're Unity partisans who are sound, very patriotic, very well intentioned for this country. Yes, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, Unity partisan people that not get sense. No, it's not possible. There are Unity partisans who are very sound. Very sound. And those sound Unity partisans are not going to be us out on Saturday. They're not going to come out on Saturday. They still remain Unity partisans, but they will not come us out on Saturday. You know why? Because they are sound. They mean well. They are knowledgeable. They are not crooks. They are not, I mean, they're not blind to the reality on the ground. They are not insensitive. That's the word. It doesn't mean they are not Unity partisans anymore. They still hold on to their allegiance to the party. But for them, they don't want to be seen as contradicting what they preach against. They're just few. If not, a good portion of them think that way. Then you have the Green Unity partisans. When they say you green le plum, when they say you green le plum, you know what I want me. I ain't got to go in details. ANC is just asking a simple question. Was the issue of building party headquarters across the country, in all the counties, and including buying the place you could not pay rent for, is it a priority, Alyssa said?
Because that's the question you're talking about.
Was it part of your campaign manifesto when you went to the people in Bonavie Estate? All the time you were campaigning, did you ever tell them, say, part of the things you would do when you come to power is to build headquarters for your party? You got 6 years to run this country. A serious-minded political party, a sound political institution, a political institution that is people-driven, will focus on building homes for the poor people than to build political party structures for the ruling party. You were elected to preserve the affairs of the Liberian people. Till today's date, there are Liberians who are still living in shacks. Use a personal money to build the horses in Negro Town. Joey did not use his personal money to build the houses at the Invincible Park. Over 50 houses, Invincible Park. The boys used to live in Zinra. When small breeze blowing, All the houses can be making plow. As Zingsan hearing so. Small breeze. All the horses can be making plow. I said that human being the horses can be plow. The horses can be making plow. The Zing knocking. Go there today. You have a mini city, very decent neighborhood. Better town, 2 zone, Bon County, Nimba County, bombing. Structures for the poor people. You are not building homes for poor people to live. Last year, since the UP came to power, you are not even managing demolition. Somebody woke up and said, oh, 50 acres for me. The next day, the government and some police go and remove the people. You are not even thinking about providing alternative shelter for these people. You are concerned about giving party headquarters. When you promised to rescue the Liberian people, did you include rescuing the United Party as part of your campaign manifesto? That's why I said the sound United Partisans will not come out. You promised to rescue a country. Till today's date, people are still giving birth outside Redemption Hospital because the government instituted a diabolical policy that said when you not get money, you will not go to the hospital. Increase all of the fees people used to pay the government hospitals till they don't know how to give birth outside the hospital.
You get hospital in La Bro. They want to put the woman inside, the woman can't pray right in the hospital. As you can see, how they play pass over the woman laying down on the corner. Why you want to go there? You have some women in there. Oh yeah, we can go stupid. We are stupid, Oma. They are all the more is about to eat money. The stupid as they are living inside. Yeah, they're working.
Okay. People are giving birth outside in this country, in Monrovia, I say in Bleta. I didn't say in Bokonjide or Watsonga. Right here in Monrovia, Nikru Town. A government that came to rescue, you got people giving birth outside hospital because they cannot afford $200 to go back card. But the government, the political party in charge of the country that could not pay rent for 12 years, is now buying a property of around $8 million, according to what we are told. ANC is asking, is this a priority? Mr. Cummings and the Alternative National Congress, they're asking, is this a priority? When you talk about coming to power, was this issue of building party headquarters part of the things you promised the Liberian people? People go to sell on the road. They're selling to themselves. Almost every single trader outside there who used to sell a tin, they have had their customers reduced by half.
Sellers are more than the buyers.
People who used to be selling to almost 20% a day, these days when they lock it, they get 5% buying from them. It's a serious thing. You are not concerned about revamping the economy, but you're concerned about paying for a place you could not rent.
I've been wishing to talk to Spoon because Spoon fool the people in the book of Braga. Yes. Not to the Mehari, not to people that have Mehari 45 years experience. And see what's going on here. See what's going on here.
What's going on here? You want to lock the camera?
It's very tough. Very tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to lock the camera?
To get money. You see the town?
To get money high right now?
One. Yes. See the US rate. And the man with a 45 years experience, it's just a bluff. For nothing experience there. For nothing experience, brother, brought you to the people here. You see, when you see any silver police running behind you, taking your market, how people eat. Just my school coming open now. School just coming open. And I want for you to go and tell Bwaka, you're from school, you tell Bwaka, you should put your experience into use. Put your experience into use. We can see your experience. 45 years experience, but more. Agricultural, you can see what it meant to people.
But just finally, do you think the economic hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government, or is just the reality as per what's happening across the world?
If you get experience, come with experience. Come with experience. Come with experience. Not just about more for the 5 years experience. Just what on the dog. They got no experience.
Okay.
Imagine what's happening in this country.
Can you imagine? This is exactly what's happening in the country. You have such a situation going on in Liberia. People are extremely, extremely poor. Businesses are collapsing. The economy is heading downward. The only thing the government is concerned about is to build party headquarters. The place, what happened to the place you were renting on Broad Street? What happened to building party headquarters in election year? Okay, at the end of the time, you go build a headquarters. The Liberian people who made you to get money, you could not pay your own rent before. At least today now you can pay the rent freely. You are not catering to the Liberian people's personal problem. But you passing on a cover, you're going to pay up to $8 million for a property you could not rent. And it is happening at a time where the state-owned enterprises are no longer contributing to the national budget. Can't you see how glaring it is that you guys are stealing the country money? Can't you see how glaring it is? The NRA got to carry the court. Your own government carry the court. The Minister of Justice say, oh no, we're not doing anything court way because it's disgraceful. This is purely insane. You don't do that to the country people. And that's why I said sound United Partisans will not come outside on Saturday. That for one reason. And the reason is because they do not believe that this administration is what they voted for. They will stay home. They will rethink. I just play you the voice of a trader. I play the voice of a trader. They guys trusted wholeheartedly in the administration. They trusted wholeheartedly in the administration that things will get better. That businesses will triumph. Business people will make money. Look at the kind of country. Marketeers are selling every day. Certain police people beating them, seizing their goods. No job in the country. Motorcycle won't ride a motorbike. You take the money from them. You took registration fees, everything from them. Then you burn them. You seize some of their bikes. Your policemen are selling and stealing a bike away. You're creating hardship in the country. You think like people voted you to go bail party headquarters? You think they get time for party headquarters? Do you think all those who voted for you are United Partisans? There are people who voted for you who got no dealing with party politics. They don't care which party you're from, whether you're from blue or green. They don't care about all that nonsense. What they care about is to have the country having a leadership that will transform the country. So all that thing about building party headquarters, some people ain't got time for that thing. What concerns them is the fact that they want a government that will deliver. In 2 years' time, you are not even thinking of anything different. Why you didn't build a headquarters when you're waiting for power? At least CDC men said they're building a headquarters while they're in opposition. Good. When they come to power now, they will not get time for a headquarters again. Nathan Mange and Carrasco, the both of them were in Markibi, Alexa. I think last week they were in Markibi, breaking ground for the headquarters in Markibi. John J. Bapa is in Grand Bassa County. He'll be taking on the initiative to do headquarters. CDC is in opposition and trying to build a headquarters. When they come to power, they focus on the Liberian job. You got a Liberian job on your head, you leave it. And your job is to go build party headquarters all over the place. Francis Numale is contributing $6,000 to build United Party headquarters in Lofa. When the very Lofa County, there are villages that won't get pump. 6,000 and build almost 6 different pumps in 6 towns. All the people in Lower Canada are United Partisans. This is missed priority, and that's what I said. The sound-minded United Partisans will stay off. And the green partisans, they don't want to come out. Because for them, it doesn't matter whether the government is erroneously proceeding. No, they don't care. But like I said, there are Liberians who normally go to election wearing blue t-shirt. There are Liberians who normally go to election wearing green t-shirt. There are Liberians who normally go to election wearing red t-shirt. I mean, these are the three major colors in our body politics. The red t-shirt represent ALP, ANC, all our other men are in the red t-shirt. The green t-shirt are UP, the blue t-shirt are CDC. Those are the three primary colors of our elections. Away from that, there are a group of Liberians who wear white. For them, they don't belong to any political party, but when they're ready to vote, they vote in sequence. They vote one place. The voting order, the voting line. They are the independent voters. The independent people are surprised. They are confused. In fact, they are shocked that a government that professes to be sound, that a group of people who said they are knowledgeable enough in handling the affairs of a complex society like Liberia, will elect to take a decision of building party headquarters over the building of community projects. Since President Boga came to power, he has not dedicated anything that he started. Beside the police booth where Gregory Kumo built.
Because I want to say that.
Beside the police booth where Gregory Kumo built, he has never dedicated anything that he started. By this time, the Buka dancer he was criticizing had completed Door Commander Road and other roads across the country. By this time, those projects were done. By the time John we are moving from community to community, dedicating community roads. He was visiting the how you call it thing, the 14 military hospital. The wall going up. There were projects that you could see visibly moving. All road market were going up. Dupo road market were going up. The whole place Joey and Joe Baga live, rehab, all the community roads were being done. By this time, in 2018, 2019, by this time, you had the projects done. The Wabe is yet to even have a serious-minded mark. And all you concern yourself about is to go pay party headquarters. The last time the government told citizens that the money you used to pay the government hospital, it will increase. And for real, it has increased, for which the woman goes to redemption, she go deliver outside because she couldn't afford the small LD they were charging. I mean, how do you do this to your country? Especially when you promise the people that you were coming to rescue them. And I said this, Unity Party people, other than that foolish, there are some Unity partisans, and I know they will stay off. Not because they vex with their party, but because they are disappointed in the way the party proceeding. You can do that to your country. The headquarters you can build. Labrimbo Labrimbo made you guys understand that headquarters the one. You cause noise in the country for University of Liberia. UL is filthy. UL campus looking dirty up. The more change the whole cream pin to green. UL not a green and cream. Almost like police common flat. I mean, it's a military common flat. How UL campus looking at? So green mold all on the wall. The campus filter up, dirty. The cherry costing now every day for rehabilitation. I mean, for how you call this thing for renovation work to go on. Every day they're costing noise for the campuses of the University of Liberia to be renovated. You abandon it. You are not paying attention to that one. But you're concerned about paying between $8 million for a place you could not pay rent for. You are concerned about building $10 million home in Foya. When the University of Liberia cannot even boast of 2-3 bathrooms that got real water running. And yet still, a few of you still have the audacity to brag that you are having a responsible government. I'm not going to stop Liberians from coming out. But remember, these people did not promise you party headquarters. They didn't promise you homecoming. They promised you that George Weah had cut your salary through harmonization. They promised you that they would have restored your salary to pre-harmonization status. That is what they promised you. They didn't promise you homecoming. They should be concerned about restoring the harmonization. I mean, how to call restoring the salary to pre-harmonization status. That's what they should be concerned about. Oh, you elected them for homecoming? All of you from schools now. You went to school. Go to your school homecoming. You didn't tell them about their party homecoming. They promised you that the country would have been free of drugs. That you will not pass in community and be smelling opium scent, beginning smoking opium, that you will not see it. Today, the drugs we keep arresting in the country every day, more than any time in the history of our country. They promise you a drug-free Liberia. They cannot give it to you, and they are forcing you to do homecoming. ANC is writing and telling you that this is uncalled for. This is a betrayal of the people's trust. You think I'm saying that because we got time for crowd? Who told you that crack can win election? Crack can win election, president. We gotta go win the election. You can put all the crowd you want to put up tomorrow. Put all the crowd you want to put up on Saturday. The Liberian people who are hungry, who are in destitution, the Liberian people who children are not in school, the Liberian people who are looking for rent, the Liberian people who are looking for scholarship opportunity, the Liberian people whose parents are sick, they cannot afford medical bills, they will be sitting home watching. When you finish with your rally, when there is an election, they go and vote the hell out of you out. And you better not test their results. You better don't attempt to cheat their result because they will come out. They will defend their votes. If it means to the last drop of their blood, they will do it. Because you are betraying, you are showing sign of insensitivity. That's why you are demonstrating. They all that the children in school, then the probably go buy five carton of beer and whole what do you call it in bag of opium. Your children in school, but you buy a whole bag of opium and 5 carton of beer. To be drinking the beer and smoking opium in the presence of your children who are not in school. That's provocation. That's what you're doing. People are going through hell in the country, and all you're concerned about is to go pay for the McLean's property and be dashing money all around. They can take the money in the bag. They carry in the community and they give it to the people and they say, when we're ready to do fundraiser, you won't come and say, I ever get 100,000. I ever get. So it will appear that the community people giving the money. No. If your partisan had that money, the time the McLean's are running behind you for rent, you would have called into who come here. You would have called into the who come here and go get 100,000 if they had it. Nobody foolish here. That's how BM can clean their money. When BM steal money outside, they can open one smaller business, and and through that business now, in the evening, man go and deposit the money. Where the money come from? Oh, I selling slipper. But people not buy slipper from you. But that's how they can clean money. That's how the guys are operating. But we ain't gonna say more on it. But that's what the ANC said. How come the men who could not own headquarters, who could not pay rent, are the ones owning headquarters today? 2 calls and we'll go home and we'll be out of here. Just 2 calls. If we can get more than 2, no problem. But the numbers are simple. 086-500-104-0776. 104-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. You did not promise homecoming. You promised free harmonization policy. Where are we? Let's talk to the first person on the line. Go ahead, 1 minute, quickly. How are you? Go ahead, ma'am.
You know, our people never listen. All the things you used to say, they never listen to you people. Today now they are seeing it. They are seeing it. What I get money? They waka me or they me. They never see it really when you were getting it. I think the message now you care to go there. All the person getting there. What for walking now you care to go to that man. Then they put them in there where I will put a man in the car to go to Waka. They want to know I'm not going there. If Waka wants to do for my husband, you will do it, but I'm going to Waka. Waka know my husband too. Waka is me. Not for them. Just talk and be back in Waka free. Nothing they will get from Waka.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. We talked to this partisan of the ANC. Go ahead. I read your party stuff. Alexa read it, and we talk about it.
Yeah, fine. Thank you. But I'm concerned also about the same issue. And by the way, let me say thank you to the party for that press statement. Thank you to you as well for flagging it. But okay, I'm very sad. I mean, the way the country is continuing to proceed. And for me, personally as Lawrence Spencer, I will be part of Molu protest. Okay, I don't want to register that. If the party would take a decision to, deliver without protest would be okay. But be as a mayor, if the party will not be involved as a Liberian who is angered by the looting of state covers and people making it out to appear gullible, I will be part and parcel of the protest that Mulu has just pronounced to the general public today.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, so there's no time we can say more. There's always a barrage of bad things that are happening in our country. Mr. Bwaka and people have become ambassadors of death on the country, ambassador of suffering, looting. I mean, the man is basically on a mission to run the country into the ground. So, like, I always call for people standing up. I mean, what Mulu is coming with is knowledgeable, and they all well many Nigerians who have been suppressed, who today are dying of curable diseases, are going to bear will end this tomorrow. I think we should join Mulu and all us to make things happen for our country. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to Man City. Man City, 30 seconds.
Yeah, thank you, KOK, for the second time around. Mr. Boga promised all job. Yeah. He told the Liberia people that when you are selling, you couldn't make money, but when you come to pay money to buy your food and put it in your food. Motorcycle will not rap, motor buy the not pay you're going to provide job. What is the job today? You talk about party here called Mr. Boga. When you told the police they put out million, because it's not in your ear. When you start to pound the bed, their own boot to sit out there and sell their million, sell their scracker. But today they are taking the street in not here. What's going on? When you told the police, what are you doing? So what you doing to us, the people turning for the line? Thank you.
Okay, we'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? Okay, we missed out on that caller. Let's take the last the last two. Let's take the last two and call it a day on today's edition. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. Hello, how are you? Quickly, no time.
Yeah, I'm Daniel Walker, calling for single precisely.
Go ahead for single. Let's hear you.
My talk show was in discussion.
Okay, let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Hello, how are you? How are you? Go ahead, AB. Let's hear you, my brother.
When the people have to take the power from our people, when it's for them now, they will not try it. So when they try it, we don't want to be said, we want to be said children. And where was kidnapped there, he was resolved.
That's all the person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yo, how you doing?
We are great, my brother. Quickly.
This is David King. I joined you from my residence. You know, Joseph Boga did not promise the Liberian people party headquarters. This man could barely feed himself. He could not pay rent. His friends were dead. He was parking car. He took the old army generator they gave him to his house. He put it outside and put for sale sample on it. The time I remember Joseph Boga had that generator in, but when President Weah called him and said, congratulations, you have won the election. So he said, I take my generator back inside the fan. Joseph Boga demolished it. Today, the guys got nowhere to sell that structure and do that meaning. And this is a man who told people that passing around with megaphone to go to build a place where they will sit and do that business. Today, Boga is buying a $1.2 billion car. Boga, when he calls somebody clothes, these are not the things that he promised that people. But the answer why is quite sufficient. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We take the last person. You're the last caller. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Khan. Khan, my name is Daniel Sagi, and I joined this series from two community.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Khan, to the issue, I'm very friend to you. The United Party people, they're not keen to govern the country. They only keen to enriching themselves, and they keen to run competition with the CDC and that of President Weah. Today, a job we are with the time here, bro. If you come in, even to the owner Apple, it's easier go there to try to go work on him. The following week, I want President Boga travel. They will pay for to go on Apple too. To go I'm telling you serious.
That's right.
They will
That's
pay
right.
for to go on Apple. They're not going to go on the coin. They feed that. They're tweeting at the teeth. The CDC people, but the Western another thing. At one point, I want to ask you. What the Minister of Airport said concerning Shisha building the country, if they fear about Shisha would catch you selling it in your business area.
I don't know. I can't remember what they said, but what is the issue?
They were you not doing the selling is 10,000 funds. The person I call it like selling to you is 12,000. Do you know in the country today, President Boga's son, for me I get a lot of you who can go to drive yourself because if you want next. I want to feel a little coffee. But President Boga's son today, I dare get them come to put a photo to have a good place. He will lose a job the next morning. And I was saying if you're on the era, I just some of you that was saying before the next one, you see that I go feel for me. Tonight is started having a shisha cafe shop in Central Town. Now I don't want to go there every night going to team myself. I'm not missing my words. I'm telling you. That regular now as we speaking, when you go and play the whole small cell, I won't make I'm gonna get blank.
What part of town is it?
God, right to 20th Street. After you see open at that, even JFK, after you see open at that, so after that owns that particular place, when you go to play looking for, but go beyond, go see him be there. Go see him do what right inside the city, they see that smoking shot with me, dressing on that laugh. I'm telling you very serious. I'm not lying to you before going, if I lie to you on the trail, anything I my life, why should you give it to me?
Wow.
Myself, go to entertain myself there too. I got to say, oh, what's up? You see, and see what I'm telling you about. Now I challenge get them come and go to play closer there. If you not lose a job, I go the next day. So the Labrador get many suffering to take for the particular woman.
Okay.
The woman is lawless. And the people said, I got the know the rule of law, they left it today. Your son. See, I didn't say what the minister of bank in the corner said the man selling. You spoil up on a business when you're so open on a team, a business running 24 cents. Yeah, it's Central Town, it's right on 20 street, on 20 street there. Right on the road, for a state with a car to go Johnson, and I got a Oro. I'm telling you, for the speaker, I will say the video, you see it.
Okay, thank you.
40 minutes time.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We got to go, Alexa. We got to go.
So just before we go, I would like to say happy birthday to you, ma'am, Dorothy. That's you. Today's your birthday, and I forgot from the beginning of the show, so I would like to wish you all the best. We're going to be back here on tomorrow as well.
Okay. Her name is Man Tutuge. That's you. Happy birthday. But let's leave you with a song. It's called Freedom Fighter. Those who came to rescue you are the ones rescuing their headquarters.